Hey guys, welcome back to Homestead Prepping and Survival. So I'm a little bit further away, but I'm trying to get the table in the shot as well as me. So bear with me on that. I'm trying to talk a little bit louder. I don't know how well it's going to work. But another prepping area that some of you may not have been thinking about, but if you bought a water hose in the last 6 months, then you know how much the price of water hose has went up. Whether it's just a little light duty or medium duty or heavy duty water hose, it doesn't matter. The price of water hoses has gone through the roof. So a lot of plumbing parts are the same way. And I don't know about where you live, but here where we live, there's a Lowe's in town. There's a Home Depot in Cordele, which is only about 30-40 minutes away. But what I've been doing is when I've been in those stores and I look, and a lot of times you get a water hose that someone hit with the lawnmower or just got broken for whatever reason and you need to make a repair. So I've been buying new hose ends for them. This is the female end, this is the male end, and it's the good brass ones, not the cheap plastic ones. I've also been buying some extra faucets that I can use when I need to add a faucet somewhere or replace one. And there's another brass end that I've purchased. There's another male brass end, and then there's a female end. So I've been grabbing these things as I see a pretty decent price on them and trying to get a supply up to where no matter what the plumbing issue that comes up that I need to fix. So, you know, it's one thing to have all this water saved up and stuff, but if you're like me and plan on feeding your bulk water supply into your home and onto your property to use water like you normally would, of course you try to conserve it, but you should have, if you're handy at all, I've got this old tool bag here. It's huge, that I call my plumbing bag, and I save old faucets and random PVC parts and things in here. Like this apparently was a mistake that was made or cut out and changed, and you know, if I had to use it, I could use it. It looks like trash, all right, it might get thrown away. But then I've got hose clamps. This is for the PEC that a lot of people have. So I've got miscellaneous parts, sharp bites that'll go on to make a repair if you don't have glue and things. So, and this is a sharp bite with a T that's unscrews, it's not used. But so I try to stock up on all this stuff over the years, okay? And I can tell you right now, for my sister, for my son-in-law and daughter, for myself, there's been many times where I needed a plumbing part to fix something, and it wasn't the optimal time to go to the store and buy it. So we grabbed my handy dandy plumbing bag, and we've made a lot of emergency repairs, sometimes permanent, sometimes temporary, to get us by till we could get exactly what we needed or make the repair permanent. So looking at these things, if y'all haven't been seeing, this is a Cpvc 1/2-inch ball valve. I try to keep a few of these things on hand because you just never know. Worst case scenario, if a line busts, I can cut it and put this ball valve in there and turn that line off and still be able to come back later and make the repair and open that line up. So these things come in handy. Yes, I've got a lot of different size caps that I could cap a line off, but then that doesn't, you know, that's not something that's permanent, because I can't turn that back on. I'd have to cut it off and make a new connection. Whereas with this valve, it could always come in handy if the same part, faucet, whatever it is, was to go bad again. So you need to have plumbing parts stockpiled, and at the bare minimum, what you use on your property. So what I've been doing is going through my plumbing bag and all the others that I've got stored around my property, and I take these gallon-sized Ziploc bags. And for example, on this one, PVC, regular PVC 3/4 is the most common. So I've got 3/4 inch glue-on PVC fittings, this Ziploc bag is full of teas. You need teas a lot of times. So I'm taking these Ziploc bags, I'm separating these parts out. This is a 1/2 inch cap, 1/2 inch 90 elbow, more caps, 1/2 inch couplings. So I'm separating all this stuff out and putting it in a Ziploc bag so it's easier to see how much I have and what I have. So when I need to make a repair, I'll be able to. Also, it's going to help me keep an inventory of what parts I have. So what I was showing you, if you have not bought any lately, look at the price of ball valves. And I prefer these over those metal screw-in ones because they just don't have anything that's going to corrode. So this is a 1/2 inch Cpvc. This is a 3/4 inch PVC ball valve. Now, if you go to your local hardware store, they're anywhere from $3 up to $12 or more. I found them through one of our suppliers at work for $1.30 a piece. That's cheap. That's way below half, if not a third, of what you would pay if you found a decent price for them. So somebody's trying to call me and I'm ignoring that call. It's just going to sit there and be quiet. So anyway, I bought 10 of these 3/4 inch ball valves because you never know when you need one. And I've got all those plumbing projects that I want to do out there, running water lines down to the chicken pen and out to the garden area and out to the classroom. You just never know. You can't have too many of these ball valves. They come in handy. For $1.30, I figured why not buy 10? They will get used eventually. So that's just one more area of prepping, guys. You know, I do have some Cpvc, the screw type here, but these washers wear out and you have to replace them to, you know, keep these things working, and that's fine and dandy, but it's hard to beat a PVC ball valve. These things work and they never wear out, or almost never. So if you can find a place where you can get this stuff cheap and get you a good ample supply that should last you a while, I highly encourage you to do that, for the simple fact, crap hits the fan. If the store is not open, or it's never going to open, you've got what you need to make repairs on your property and your loved one's property like I do. So just an idea. I did buy, like I said, I bought 10 of these things. They're going to go in a Ziploc bag all by themselves. So when I need one, I can reach in my plumbing bag and just grab that Ziploc with all these ball valves in it, and I've got what I need. So I don't have to worry about buying any of these things anytime in the near future, for the simple fact I've got it here and I paid a really cheap price for it. So something to think about. I actually plan on going to the store here in the next week or so and buying a lot of 3/4 inch pipe, because I need more to complete the project out there on the chicken pens in the garden, but you just never know when you need a little bit of that pipe. And right now, it's not a bad price. It is higher than it was a year or two ago, but it still hasn't went sky high like a lot of other things have. So anyway, guys, just one more thing for you guys to think about. One more thing for you guys to prep. I know that one of the biggest negatives for PVC glue-on fittings is this is the purple cleaner. It never goes bad, but this stuff will stain something and you will never get it off, ever, period, no matter what you do. It's going to be there. But the glue, even if you buy a new can and set it like I did, I had several cans in my mini barn out there that have been there for a year or two, never been opened, it will still dry up in that can. So what I'm going to do is buy a few more of those cans and put them in my vacuum sealer and try to seal the can unopened in that vacuum seal bag and see if I can't get it to last for, you know, 2, 3, 4, 5 years, since no air can get to it to make it harden. That's my idea. I don't know if it'll work, but I am going to try that. So if you've got some good ideas on how to store glue, PVC, Cpvc glue, that will help it last longer, Put it in the comments. Help me and help other preppers do the same thing, because I'm not the only one out there that's trying to get organized and get our prep supplies where they need to be. So, guys, if you haven't already done so, please hit that subscribe button. Hit the like button if any of the content that I share with you helps you in any way as far as prepping, survival, and homesteading. So I would appreciate it. Thank y'all very much for watching. I do value your time. Remember what I always tell you. Jesus loves you, and so do I. Be safe. Be prepared. It's coming, y'all.